guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. So I just thought that I would come today with a really quick video because I've been receiving quite a few DMs on Instagram, you know, about what I'm doing, what is it like getting a job and everything around employment. So I thought, okay, let me just make a quick little video and update you guys, and then hopefully I'll answer some questions that some of you guys have had for me. So as you guys probably know, if you've been journeying with me, I finished my master's in social work officially January of last year, so January 2020. And because of the whole pandemic situation, when it came for me, you know, looking for an ASYE role, hoping to, you know, be starting this amazing social work career, it just like literally flopped and it just went pear-shaped because of obviously the pandemic. So just to let you guys know, at the moment I haven't started my ASYE, only because of like the pandemic. I lost my previous job and it was just like, it was too much for me. So I thought, okay, I need to just get a job at this point in time. So I'm currently working for a charity. It's like a mental health service for adolescents between the ages of 16 to 24. So what I love about the current job I'm in is it reflects social work so much. So like I have weekly supervisions, I have a caseload, I get to work with complex, you know, cases and young people. I get to work with young people who are involved in social services, young people who have therapy and physiotherapists and all of this world that I was kind of new to. And I think what's great about it is I definitely had an interest prior in CAMS, and I feel like this job that I'm currently in really is giving me an outlook of what mental health is. But yeah, so as I said, I haven't yet started my ASYE. I'm still on the journey and I'm still applying to hopefully start at the end of this year, or like September, at the end of the last quarter of this year. So quite a few of you have asked me, you know, what is it like getting a job once you've finished? Is there work available? And of course, like, this is social work. Social work is so broad, social work is so vast. There's agencies that you can work for if you want a social work role. But just to answer the specific question around what is it like getting an ASYE, for some reason, like, there's this whole thing of people like, it's so easy to get ASYE, and it's really not, because it's so competitive. And one thing, especially if you guys who have just started the course last year or are planning to start this year, one thing that you need to know is a lot of councils and statutory places that you would want to work for, a lot of them are requiring that you have 2 years post experience. And I know a lot of people, like my classmates and stuff, for us it was just like, so you mean I went through this whole master's degree for then to be told if I don't get the ASYE, then I have to have 2 years experience in a social work field? And a lot of people are not actually taking you if you don't have the ASYE. So like, there's a lot of complexities around that. But in saying that, you can definitely apply for some agencies, and you can do work, like you can be a PA. What other roles are there that you can do? I know like some of my friends have worked as supervising social workers, so actually working with the foster carers and, you know, a different one. I just think it's just about chance. There's some agencies where you can do roles like care planning or children's court team, but it just all depends. And I just think that what I found is a lot of these councils and a lot of these placements are being quite unfair, because it's just like, okay, you know that a lot of us may have not had that experience before we started the course, and now that we've done the course, we've done the masters, it's like you're telling us that, okay, we need 2 years experience. And then at the same time, some places are like, you need the ASYE, but then everyone wants the ASYE, right? And it's so competitive. So that's just been some of my frustrations around employment, and hopefully that just lets you guys know what to expect when you finish. You may be lucky, you may be one of those who, you know, just get an ASYE straight away, but you may not be. But one thing I'll definitely say is, whatever placement you get put in, make friends, make those connections, network with people. Like if I wanted to go into mental health, I know that on my 70-day placement I could definitely call my old supervisor or manager and they would take me. But mental health is not really the field I want to go in. I'm only in the current role that I'm in now only because it's just the job that I happened to see that I found really interesting and I got it. And it's actually been so amazing. And as well, if you're looking to start an ASYE, because some of you may not want to do it, if you are looking to start the ASYE, make sure you find a job that relates to social work as best as you can, because if anything, you can validate that being as part of your 2-year experience. So as I mentioned in the beginning, I have a caseload, I have cases, I have to do case notes, all of that stuff. I have weekly supervision, you know, I follow the graces, social graces, like all of these social work theories and stuff I apply within my work with my young people now. So definitely, like, I know when it comes to it, I can whack out a few paragraphs to show how the skills I've gained at this job will benefit me for the ASYE or wherever I go next. One tip I would also offer you guys as well is whatever job that you may find yourself in whilst you're looking for your ASYE or whilst you're just gaining some experience, make sure that you get trained, like get as much training as you can. So far I've been at this job, I started the second to last week of December, and already I've been on so many trainings around criminology, child exploitation, diversity. I've also done, like, I'm also going to be trained as a first aider. I'm also going to get CDAT training. So CDAT training is where you can actually offer sexual health advice. You can, you know, give condoms and stuff like that. I'm just really trying to allow this job to just build me and grow me. And one thing I've really wanted to develop in as well is my case note writing. Like, I'm telling you guys, when I was on my placement, I was like, okay, all of this is new to me. I feel like I'm taking so long to get these case notes done. But now, like, I'm whacking out case notes like 4 or 5 a day. Like, I'm really speeding up and developing myself. So yeah, guys, I really didn't want to make this a lengthy video, but I just really wanted to ask some of the questions that some of you have been asking me on Instagram around employment. Yes, you can definitely get a job, but just know if you want to do the ASYE, firstly, it's competitive. And yeah, it's just competitive. If you want to do the ASYE, you're going to have competitors. But apart from that, my advice to you guys would be look for agencies. Make sure you're networking with the managers, supervisors, colleagues in your placements. And yeah, like, that's pretty much it. But following on from this video, next week at some point, I really want to do a Q&A on my Instagram. So if you're not following me, please follow me. I want to do a Q&A, just answering some of you guys' questions and like trying to just address it in this format. So even if you don't have the question, I can answer it for you guys. Congratulations to all of you who got on the course for this year. Congratulations to all of you who have started. And where I can offer some help, I can. Please do bear with me because your girl is busy these days. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.